I wanted to let you know that the Tasso Football Waco chapter is looking for officiants for this year's high school football season. They'll be hosting meetings every Tuesday in June at 6:30 p.m. at MCC's main campus. For more information, visit tasso.org or call Joe Martinez at 512-484-4611. Don't miss out on this rewarding avocation experience, especially if you're a football fan. Thank you guys again for watching.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. Before we go on with this episode, I definitely want to use this opportunity to thank you guys again so much for all the love and support that you continue to show this podcast. You guys truly mean the world to me, and I love it, you guys. I love you guys. Before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to you by Four Brothers Construction with my boy Joe Olvera, who provides custom home designs and renovations. He also focuses on roofing, remodeling, plumbing, tree removal, electrical work, and so much more. Darling Joe and his entire team of delicious men are building affordable dream homes for you. So make sure you call him on the number on the screen. My boy Joe Olvera has been a long-time sponsor of The Public Affair, and I love me some Joe. He's not down, but you know. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, my boy Frank Biza with B&J Finishing, who focuses on resurfacing bathtubs, counters, sinks, tiles, and more to original showroom quality, darling. Offers 5-year warranty on most work and has the best prices in town. And you know, summertime is coming up, and that's not all he does. He also has inflatables, mechanical bulls, margarita machines, tables, chairs, a foam machine, and so much more. Getting ready to make all your summer parties super lady kitty. My boy Frank Biza does it all. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair, bro. Of course, to David Santabanez with Alinea Real Estate. He's the #1 sales agent in his office, darling. Say it again. He is the #1 sales agent in his office. He'll help you buy a home or sell your property. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea and call the number on the screen, darling. For all your real estate needs, my boy David is out there killing the game. I love every time. It's like he posts every day that he sold something. I love it. I can't wait to go look for my dream chateau again with Mr. David Santabanez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Pee-wee's Crab Cakes on the go in Hewitt, Texas with my girl Nika Armstrong, serving the most authentic Haitian cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and more, my darling. My favorite is the blackened chicken seafood pasta. Ooh, she also has like this crabby cake pasta that's like, I just love rolling around in. The top recommended is the Southern Fried Catfish Special, served with seafood pasta, potato salad, and 6 fried shrimp, and the fish is topped with that sauce, darling. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You gotta head over to 108 Jim Drive in Hewitt or order online at orderpeeweescrabcakesonthego.com. My girl Anika Armstrong out there killing it. Congratulations to you, and thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor. And of course, to Sonia's Event Planning and Rentals with Sonia Childers. She's an event planner that specializes in weddings, quinceañeras, baby showers, corporate events, and more. Now, she's appointments only, so take the stress of planning your event off your shoulders and reach out to her to schedule a consultation, darling, at Childers1994 at yahoo.com or call the number on the screen. And one thing I can say about Sonia too, when you hire her to do an event, she'll get there before everybody. She gets that. She is so professional, so you can't tell her nothing. I love this. She gave me that big giant chair for my photo shoot, and it was super snackish, and I love it. Thank you so much, Sonia, for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys, so like I said, I am been so excited to have this next guest onto The Public Affair. We've actually been trying to get him onto The Public Affair for a really long time, but he likes to stand people up. So that just tells me that I'm never going to slide in his DMs, tell him that he can come over and get what's in this temple that's between my legs. But without that, without further ado, I would love to welcome Mr. Jonathan Olvera, who is a local realtor and the board chair of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and he was president for 2 minutes. How you doing?
Doing all right. Thank you for having me.
No, well, thank you for coming. Why, you sat there and laughed at all my ads. I did. Okay, so I did start choking right before the Pee-wee's Crab Cakes because I just did. Well, Jonathan, it's because you smell really good, and when a man smells that good in front of me, I start choking.
There you go.
I have to let them know that what my game's all about. Okay? I ain't no back burner bitch. Okay, Jonathan? Now, much like I love, Jonathan is one of the very few men that actually bought me a gift, and I wanted to open it. Now, I know you mentioned that you kind of wanted me to open it at the end of the show, but can I just open it now?
Go for it.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
okay.
It's your show.
Is it what Scooby got me, or?
Did you see what
like
Scooby? It's exactly like that.
Is it like that? Okay, Jonathan, please. All right. You're gonna end up getting divorced tonight if you keep fucking with me. All right. Don't do this. Let me see. I love when guys
go. One of your little passions.
Oh my god, this is cute. Oh, they're Pokeball mugs. These are fucking cute. Look at this. I love it, Jonathan. Thank you. How did you know that I like Pokemon?
You post about Pokemon all the time.
I do. I'm a Pokemon whore. I am. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Well, as a tribute to that, obviously being an OG,
What, this one?
that
This
next
one.
one.
This,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was 2 presents. I'm sorry. Here, let me see. Okay.
The next one is one of your most elusive.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Like the elusive chanteuse, darling. Jonathan, this is really hard to open. It's harder than taking off a man's pants. One time I had this firefighter come over. I'm just kidding. You know, they wear those pants and it's like really hard to take off. It's like, okay, you do it. Okay, Jonathan, I really need help. I'm about to break the present. Oh, okay. I can't open it all the way right now, but it's Mew. Fuck. Okay, just Jonathan, why are you teasing me?
The only way to do it.
Okay, you're right. Okay, just anyway, guys, look. Do I have to take the whole thing out? It's really difficult. This is the whole episode. Taking out the presents. You got me fucking sweating. Okay, damn it.
Now we get to the next sponsors.
Now for the mid-show ads, and thank you for coming on, Jonathan.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I have to use my Soko strength. There we
That's
go.
right. Show it.
We're just there we go. Jonathan, I'm really fucking sweating now. Okay, there we go.
Didn't I take it away to the end?
Okay, look, we'll clean it up afterwards. Check that out. It's a Mew glass. Where did you get these?
Amazon.
Oh, shout out to Amazon.com. What's up?
So it was like you caught your Mew.
I'm really sweating now, Jonathan. That was I think you did that on purpose to embarrass me on my own show. Well, no, you know what, Jonathan? Thank you again so much for finally making the time to come onto my show. You know, just a little side note, we were supposed to have you on with Alfred Solano back in the day.
Correct.
And then Jonathan canceled on me last minute. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he canceled on me last minute because he thinks he's about that life. All right. So you almost got throat chopped. Okay.
I didn't want to get throat chopped.
No, you know, but everything happens for a reason, and now your moment is today, darling. So, you know, Jonathan, you wear a number of hats in town, it seems like.
Yes.
But before we get into all that mumbo jumbo, I really want to get to know who you are as a person. So why don't you introduce yourself to people who may not know who you are and talk about that for a little bit, please.
Okay, yeah. So my name, like you said, Jonathan Olvera.
Hey.
Born and raised here in Waco, Texas. Getting to see the wonderful growth that's happening. I know some people are against it growing,
right.
popular, but it's great.
They'll be all right.
Yeah, love to see the change. Love to see
Yeah.
the expansion. No, it's excellent.
Totally.
So graduated from university, so Trojan through and through. You know, class of
South
04.
Waco, South Waco. Okay,
that's
got
right.
you. Yes,
That's right.
You know, South Waco fucks with this podcast heavy. I don't know what it is.
Hey,
And I love me a nice South Waco man,
there
Jonathan.
you go. See? Glad to find you one.
Yes, for sure. Please do. Okay, please do.
Especially one that needs papers. You said
One
right?
that needs papers. That's how you know Jonathan watches every single episode. Because yes, I want one that needs papers. Preferably that's one that's in and out of jail, so that way I don't have to take care of him.
English.
Yes, and that doesn't speak English. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but go ahead. Okay, so you grew up. You went to University High School.
University High. No, I had a really great growing up. I can't say I had a rough one. I think the roughest time was high school, just because of initiations like in band and things like that. I remember one summer they test your grip because I was in the drum corps, and so I let go of my sticks. So what happens there is the drum major grabs your sticks and chunks them wherever he can.
Oh wow.
Well, he grabbed them. He chunked them to the top of University Middle School.
Oh shoot.
So
Did you get in trouble?
No, I had to go get them.
Oh, so
No, that's a punishment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So did you do that?
Yeah.
So you had to like climb the building?
Climbed the building.
Okay.
I didn't know I had abs. And the next day was the worst thing ever. Man.
Oh
It was
wow, that's crazy. So do you have a nice firm grip now?
No, it's even worse.
We can help you out there, Jonathan. It's fine. My grip is A1, darling. Okay. You know what, John? I want to talk a little bit about how we met. So I remember the first time I actually ran into you. I think was at Elite Barbershop with our friend Sid.
Correct.
And I remember you saying hi to me. And I'm just gonna admit right now, I did not know who the hell you were for the life of me. He was like, "Hey, Andrew," and I constantly am having to be like, "Hey," you know what I mean? And I was like, "Who's that guy?" You know?
I can tell you didn't know. You were like, hey,
It's awkward because I don't ever want to act like I'm a too big hot shot. Like, oh, who is this? No, you know what I mean.
But you are.
Yeah, no, not at all. Okay, I'm really not. Like, you guys think that, and I'm just like,
I saw the red carpet outside.
well,
You can roll that out for
that's
me.
a little bit different. Yeah, I rolled that out for you. No, nobody's rolling me a red carpet. I can't even get a man to red carpet to my house. Okay, so fuck all that. And then you know what? Another opportunity that we had to talk to with each other was that you sponsored me to be a part of the Waco Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, which I thought was really cool because we didn't know each other that well, and whatever. And you just did that. So thank you so much.
Yeah, what got me is you said that in an episode. You said, that if, they would never accept me there. And I wanted you to know we're gonna accept anybody.
Yeah.
It's the chamber is for anybody and everybody.
Right.
And so I wanted you to know that.
I know that too. I know your counsel's for any and everybody as well. But anyway, that's a different conversation, darling. And and so I just really wanted to thank you for the opportunity. It was a monumental moment for like my parents who thought, oh wow, our son is a part of this like really great organization. I didn't really do anything, but you know what it is because I know that my behavior is deplorable, Jonathan. Okay, I was just telling you beforehand, I'm not an inspiration. You should be like, I should be cast away into an island for all my hoariness behavior. Do you still beg to differ today?
No, everybody has their times and you move along, right?
Did you have your time back in the day? Yeah, can we talk about it?
Yeah, actually was I didn't start like I guess partying or anything until like about 17.
Okay, got you.
I went to prom night.
Yeah,
and they introduced me to this magic juice called alcohol.
Oh, got you.
And trashed, absolutely trashed.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, my friend literally had to carry me out.
Oh wow, at 17.
17.
You're more gangster than I was. I didn't start drinking until I was 21.
See, and I stopped by 21. Unfortunately, because a good friend of mine, he actually passed away.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he and I remember my friends calling me and saying, "Hey, so and so passed away last night."
Okay.
And from then on, I kept thinking, I don't want my mom to ever get that
right.
call. So
was it drinking and driving?
He actually wasn't drinking. They begged for him to go.
Okay.
And they begged him for like 2 hours.
Wow.
And he finally decided to go with his friends.
Right.
And then they got hit.
Okay.
Traffic jam, and he's the only one that passed away.
Oh wow, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was
okay. And that happened when you were younger, I guess, around that age.
It was roughly around 20.
Yeah,
20,
for sure.
21,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm really sorry to hear that happened. Like, I'm sure that was a pretty traumatic experience for you to go through at such a young age.
Yeah. And then also it wasn't as fun either.
Right.
Because
it's really not. There's nothing fun about it anymore.
Right. Well, the fun time for me was sneaking into a place and how old are you?
Okay.
Oh, and practicing the date of birth before you get in there.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And tricking. It's this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Or not having exes. No, I was at Graham last night. Look at my hand.
Yeah,
you remember Graham's?
I remember of Grams. I never went to Grams.
Okay. I forget you're much younger than me.
I'm not much younger than you, Jonathan. Please don't do that. I'm like 2 years younger than you. Shut the hell up.
That's much.
Whatever.
That's enough to miss Grams.
Jonathan, don't do me, okay? You know how I keep my skin so revitalized, right?
SoCo, right?
Yes.
We're gonna go with SoCo.
We'll go with SoCo on that answer. Now that was the last time you got that, all right? Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so I wonder, as somebody back in the day that of course you used to party and you were probably very flirtatious back in the day as well, as we all were, and as I still am. And so do you think that people sometimes throw that in your face, like especially being within the high reputable position that you're in town right now?
I think not a lot of people knew that though. I guess that's the thing. My main focus nowadays is getting people to promote other people in their leadership.
Okay, got you.
Because as I mentioned to you, I'm nobody. I'm nobody special, nothing like that.
I disagree.
Well,
yeah, it's okay.
But somebody believed in me and wanted me to join the board.
Okay.
So they believed in me, and here we are now 6 years later. I'm the board chair,
right?
Also executive vice chair of the young professionals for the Texas Association of Mexican American Chambers of Commerce. There's just so many other volunteering opportunities that I've got.
For sure.
So if somebody has somebody that they believe in, that's what I want you to do.
Okay.
Invest in them. Tell them, hey, I believe you. Go represent me here.
Yeah,
Let's
for
just
sure.
say here, you start getting an assistant, you see some leadership qualities in them, you push them on. Say, hey, I believe in you. Go do this.
That's good.
So that's my goal. I want people to know it doesn't matter where you started.
Right.
If you have something you're passionate about, do it.
I agree.
Work at it.
I agree. I say the same thing to everybody when it comes to particularly starting a podcast or, I always say that I'm like a living example of living your dreams. I always wanted my own talk show. And even though the radio station didn't give it to me, I got this. But anyway, as you can see, I'm being a little passive aggressive, but no, but everything just happens for a reason. And I just want to say too, Jonathan and I actually had a really nice lunch at Huaco Eater. We got to give a shout out to Huaco Eater, our boy Sebastian. And this wasn't just any lunch. Jonathan had the whole spread out for me. And I was just going to say, Jonathan, you didn't have to do all that to get any of this. If you wanted this, you should have just asked. Okay.
Well, I thank Sebastian on that. Sebastian, he's A1.
That was a little bit too planned, if you ask me. Sebastian really did. It was I was like, wow, Jonathan.
I didn't even know it was going to be like that.
Oh, really?
No, I
didn't. Did you tell him that we were coming?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So he probably just got excited.
Yeah,
that was my first time meeting him.
He did it for you.
He did it for me?
He did it for you.
He's kind of cute too, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
but I'm scared.
awesome.
I talked to his wife on the phone. I'm scared she might beat my ass. Well, Jonathan, we definitely want to get to know more about you and everything. I want to definitely know more about your position in the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, but we're going to take a little break, of course. And when we get back, we're going to get to know more about Jonathan, what role he plays in the city, how the pressure how he's able to handle the pressure and even works a full-time job while doing all of this and raising a family. So we're going to get to know more about Jonathan Ochoa.
Olvera, hijo.
You know why I did that though? You want to know? No, what you were doing when I did that?
Because you met him that day too.
Yeah, leave this in because remember I had Jonathan Ochoa on the show and I kept messaging you.
Yes.
Okay.
I
felt so bad. Yeah. This is
wrong one.
And I love Ochoa. I'm going to say I love Ochoa. When you said that. Anyway. We're going to get to know more about Jonathan Olvera when we get back onto the Public Affair, so you make sure you guys stay tuned. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this very salacious and fun episode of the Public Affair with Mr. Jonathan Olvera. Not Ochoa, which we love Ochoa. But before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to you by my girl, Juliana Resendez with JR Renovations. She's a general contractor specializing in commercial business and residential homes, darling. She's a true queen, leveling the playing field in a male-dominated industry. She's going to let you know she's going to pee further than him. You too, all right? Don't play with her. I love me some Juliana Resendez. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram at JR Renovations. Call the number on the screen for your next quote. Juliana, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. That woman has a heart of gold. She does. I love it. Of course, to my boy Sid Rodriguez with Elite Barbershop, located on Hewitt Drive. Call the number on the screen to book or download the Cut app. Walk-ins are welcome as well with his growing team of barbers. They have Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Isai, and Clint over there, making you look super snackish as they've done for me for more than 100 episodes of The Public Affair. Thank you, Elite Barbershop, so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Banda's hauling service with Julian and Ana Banda. They rent dump trailers. You fill it up and they haul it away for you, darling. They also do junk removals and tree brush removals and haul cars in and out of town. Book now with the number on the screen. I always say you never feel like you're going to need Banda's hauling service until you actually need it. My dad thought the same thing. They went out there and helped him. So Banda's hauling service, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Embrace Fitness with my girl Lisette Luna and Amanda Switzer. They teach crew fitness classes that are fun and dynamic, darling. It's because I kept saying Switzerland for like so many ads. Okay. They specialize in total body workout by Exco Latin by Jackie and Zumba step classes are Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. You can also contact them to rent the building out for parties and small events. To Embrace Fitness with my girls Lisette Luna and Amanda Switzer. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Ooh, of course, thank you to Taquiza Palacios with Onisimo and Lupe Palacios. If you've never had them, delicious. They provide delicious and affordable tacos for any events. Their meats include, oh, my mouth is watering, carne asada, pollo, chorizo, pastor, y barbacoa. And you can't forget the aguas frescas. The flavors include limonada, horchata, piña, melon, jamaica, y tamarindo también. Oh, so good. They also provide all plasticware. Book now with the number on the screen. Taquiza Palacios, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, the Parkway National Insurance with my girl Nancy Posini, who provides insurance for all commercial trucks and tractor trailers, and also for all contractors, along with home and auto insurance. So for all your insurance inquiries, make sure you hit up my girl Nancy Posini on the number on the screen with Parkway National Insurance. Y habla español también. Thank you so much, Nancy Posini, for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate you, girl. All right, guys, we're going to get right back into it with Mr. Jonathan Olvera. He's hiding something from us and keeping something back, but we're going to get it out of him like I do with all my men. Here we go. Hey, guys, welcome back to this episode of The Public Affair with Mr. Jonathan Olvera. As before we took the break, we were getting to know more about him and how he got started into the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And before we continue with that conversation, I do want to acknowledge that, we do have to turn the air conditioner off in this room when we're recording because all the air blows into the microphone so you can hear it. So if you need to start shedding your clothes, you're more than welcome to.
Yes, for a fee. Like I said, for a fee, we will.
Yes, okay. Like you didn't have to take me on that nice lunch. You could have just, okay. I'm so deplorable these days, Jonathan. You know that? Like you don't have, there's not much you have to do anymore. All you have to do is call me. No, that's it, okay? And then everybody gets to feel what this temple is, okay? I don't respect myself. That's it. You know what? You just got done, I just want to give a shout out real quick as well. You just got done coming back from a ribbon cutting with Eduardo Garcia,
yes,
with Helados Lasteca, who I've been trying to get him on the show for about 8 years as well. Okay. Yes. So, God, what was that experience? How do you guys known each other your whole life? Or
no. Actually, it's been really fun to see the transition because when he opened his first shop on Concord, Concord on 15th, I remember going to that ribbon cutting ceremony and kind of just being like a deer in the headlights.
Right.
And then so now a few years later, here we go. I was leading that, and it just feels so awesome. But I'm so proud of him and his family. I mean, they literally have a massive legacy.
They do.
Helados to everybody, and we just
they do. And I'm really thank you for clarifying that it was nothing personal. I know he's very busy.
Yes.
But Eduardo, if you watch this episode, you are welcome anytime on The Public Affair. And tell him it's not that bad. I won't flirt with him. Okay, he can bring his wife. All right. I'll tell just Jonathan, because his wife's not here. Anyway, you know what, Jonathan? Okay, so you are a board chair of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Can you explain to us what role you play in this city? please.
Okay. So being, I guess in the city it's a little different, but
I
guess
why don't you just talk about in the position?
Sure.
Yeah,
Board chairman. I guess I'm the head of the table of board of directors. So it's a big, diverse group of people from all sorts of organizations, jobs. It's excellent.
Yeah.
We've got some lawyers, we've got educators, we've got everything. It's really, really awesome. Some people from churches. And so what we do is we try to make sure that we go along with all of the visions that the chamber has. Which the big thing is helping small businesses, helping them connect to anything they may need, especially servicing the Hispanic population. Now, obviously, anybody is available to do that.
Sign me up.
Wrong word, I guess.
Servicing the Hispanic man, yes. Please, let's sponsor my position again, please. You didn't say all that in the beginning, Jonathan, okay? You left that whole part out when we did this the first time. Okay?
And then so we're focusing on education as well with the Hispanic Leaders Network. And again, all of this isn't just for Hispanic people. We do focus on Hispanic people, but everybody's welcome. Everybody's absolutely welcome. So some of the things we're doing with HLN is trying to build leaders to where Hispanic young men and women or anyone, again, goes through there. And if somebody needs a spot on a board, they look to HLN first. Which is something that we want to do. Okay. And then alongside with that, there's a program we just launched called Escalando, which is geared, this is specifically towards Spanish speakers, to give them access to, I guess, information about loans. Yeah. How to start your business, how to maintain your business, maybe accounting, marketing. Okay. Because sometimes they feel out of place if they go to a English only place establishment and they're like, well, how do I get this business going? Right. So we want to be there for them. So we started our first one May 1st and it was all in Spanish at the chamber. It's kind of just getting like a survey of when they can meet and when we can help them. Okay, yeah. So it's like, in other words, is for it to be a little bit more relatable for them. Correct. Right, because a lot of like the bigger corporations that they probably walk into or whatever, really, they might feel a little brushed off to the side. Correct. So your position, if you will, or maybe you're put in place in this position to help young Hispanic leaders or anybody for that matter really jumpstart a business if they want to. Correct. Okay, got you. So have you helped anybody recently that is worth noting? Helped recently? Man, there's been a few. Just really. And are any of them hot? Okay, that maybe I can go in there and help boost their little business for them. Yeah, well, see, we've been doing a lot for several of them. Sebastian, yes, said, for Waco, yes, and then Chef Jose Flores from La Parrilla, which I presented to you about the Puerto Rican and the Ecuadorian fusion food that's over by One Day Bar. I remember you talked about that. I haven't gone yet. Yes, they're a new member as well. We're trying there, and then there's Flor Flores from Los Cuatro Lujanos. They just opened their doors and we're doing a ribbon cutting for them on June 1st as well. So again, they want to join the chamber because they want the exposure, they want the connection, they want to be able to do that, and that's what we want to provide for sure. Okay. And like I said, so it's a leadership role in the sense where we want to do a lot of things. Like mentally, with our new president, Andrea Kozar, who replaced Alfred. Okay. She's awesome. She's amazing. Yeah. Hopefully you get to meet her soon. Yeah. But what we've been discussing is kind of like sister cities. Sister city, like with Mexico. And then she's from Paraguay. Her family's from Paraguay. Oh. So maybe thinking about having a sister city in Paraguay. Okay. And obviously that you send delegates back and forth and you get to explore the city and bring companies from there to here or send some from here to there. Yeah. Things like that. I wonder because I talked on my last episode about, I feel like a lot of the same types of, well, I didn't really get into it that much, but a lot of the same types of businesses or same people seem like they're the ones who get all the exposure as far as like the push and everything. So is your role maybe to kind of just like change that narrative and say, I want you guys to have the same amount of exposure as well? Correct. Like be featured in the magazines and all that other jazz, Correct. We want to try that. Sometimes the issue with that is, some magazines you pay to be in them, right? And some of them you don't. Some obviously they're starting up and don't have that. Okay, got you. But like with a lot of those, an example, he's killing it. Yeah, he's over there hustling. He's everywhere. Yes. Everywhere. And he's I love Helados and he's on our board too. So it's really awesome to have him and see his growth, right, and everything they've been doing. But there's also work. So it's not like you guys take off the stress off their shoulders as well, though. They kind of have to put the work in themselves as well. Correct. Okay, got you. So you guys like that bridge.
Yeah. Okay. It's almost like a helping hand, if you you will.
Correct.
So, okay, which leads me to my next point. You know, it's time for my next step in exposure for the public affair. And this is where we get a little bit into, okay. So, but I don't care. I'm going to say it, okay? You know, I was talking to my friends the other day, Jonathan, and I told them, I was like, you know what my next claim, like my next step for exposure is a leaked sex tape. I need a leaked sex tape of myself like Kim Kardashian, okay? And I need the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce to help leak it, all right? Yes, if you guys want to push the public affair to the next level, you will do so. And I'm going to act shocked, okay? I'm going to be, oh my God, and I'm going to do a whole press conference about it. Yeah, we're going to do that, all right? All the best people have had them, okay? Okay, so I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that. We need to have I told them, I was like, the one thing I don't have is a leaked sex tape.
A lot of us don't.
Did that throw you off? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. We're good.
Come on, right?
I was waiting for the curveball. I was like,
no. No, I do. I want to do that. I want to be like, you know, like I want to act all shocked and distraught. You know what I mean? But you want to know what? My shit. It'll be lit. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna make sure it's lit and produced and everything. Okay. But yeah, you guys, I need you guys to help the public affair, like in that, and stuff. You know.
No, we don't know about that, so we maybe connect you with the correct people.
Well, that's okay. Well, you guys can leak it. There's so much things that go on in politics, isn't there?
Well, we don't leak anything.
Well, oh no, of course you don't.
We're good. We're good at that.
You know, I was, yeah, but okay. So we'll talk about that later, okay? Because I do need that to happen. Yeah, I need my legs spread all over the internet, Jonathan. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I need, so that way people can be like, oh shit, that's that guy from the show. You know. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So you know what? Do you find a lot of pressure? I mean, because we are relatively the same age. And, you know, so for you to be in this, it seems like a high ranking position in the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. You know, do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you to really give that next business owner or endeavor that exposure that they're really looking for? Like, do you find yourself coming up too short sometimes?
No, thank God. I mean, at least this is my opinion. I feel like we're helping them as much as we can. For
sure.
I do feel a pressure for them because sometimes I do feel the sense that the Hispanics and the African Americans, we don't get enough exposure as we need to. Sometimes we don't have those doors open.
Right.
You know, I remember going to an interview once, and they were asking. I was already in real estate at that point.
Yeah,
and they asked me, hey, you know, would you be able to do this and this and this for us? And I said, yeah, that's great. And then so I asked them. I said, well, do you guys help the Hispanic community? Do you take I-10s, passports, and things like that?
Yeah.
And they kind of just looked me dead in the face and said, you know, this is going to sound bad, but we're fortunate enough not to have to reach out to that demographic.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like,
oh, wow.
Crap.
Oh, my G.
You know, so it's things like that. Yeah. The more I get into the chamber work and I see these things.
Okay.
So I love that real estate kind of helps fuel that, gives me the opportunity to do all the volunteer work.
Wow, yeah.
But it's rough to see it. It's rough to see it happen. You know, one of my big things right now that I'm kind of burning on is making sure that everybody speaks Spanish. If you know it or gets taught it, doesn't matter what age you are.
Okay.
If you want to learn it. Yeah. Because growing up in Texas, a lot of people, they had it taken away from them. Mm-hmm. I was talking to somebody 2 weeks ago about it, that their parents would get their knuckles rapped on anytime they spoke Spanish.
Oh, wow.
The teacher would take a ruler out and smack the crap out of their knuckles.
Oh, wow.
You don't talk Spanish here. Like,
yeah.
Seriously?
Okay.
So that's kind of the it hurts me that the death of the language, but they want you to be bilingual. Okay. And they'll call you when they need you to translate.
Right. But I had that discussion the other day. My full-time, I still have a full-time job. Uh-huh. And it was cute because somebody had asked me, do you speak Spanish? Mm-hmm. And I said, not according to my paycheck. I did say that. Yeah. And then they thought I was kidding. Yeah. And I was like, no, that's a skill set. Yeah. And I don't get paid for that. Yeah. And I love my full-time job. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I do love my full-time job. That's why I'm still there. But, it was in a way I was just kind of being cutesy, but I was also being dead ass serious.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, and that's kind of what I tell my girls. Because my oldest, she used to speak perfect. Yeah. Perfect Spanish, perfect English. She got to elementary school, they took it away from her.
Oh, really?
Like completely. Like she went from speaking it all. Now, some of that's on me as well. Obviously, we didn't maintain it, but she's doing it again and kind of really showing her, look how important it is. Okay. If somebody talks to you in Spanish, you talk back in Spanish. Yeah. And so that's kind of something I'm kind of thinking. One of my ideas is maybe we have like a school that's language immersive. Okay. Like where like for the first pre-K through third grade. Yeah. All Spanish. Yeah. English not allowed. You learn English in fourth grade and fifth grade. Technically, you're going to learn English everywhere else.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
So, but
do you find yourself getting a lot of backlash because I know that it's very obvious that there's a lot of people who really do condemn speaking Spanish around them, particularly like I guess businesses and all that. So do you find a lot of backlash coming your way for somebody who's trying to promote that?
So far, we haven't.
Okay.
I remember a friend of mine told me that at her job, obviously she does get paid for being bilingual.
Yeah.
But when she speaks to another coworker in Spanish, she actually got called out and said, "Hey, we don't speak Spanish here."
Oh wow, really?
And it's like, well, you're paying me to speak Spanish to
Right,
clients,
right.
so I can't talk to my friend in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's kind of messed up.
Okay.
But in some areas, yeah, it's kind of rough.
So what does Jonathan do to change that narrative then?
Well, let's see. So my chairmanship is over in October.
Okay.
So I will try to find some other way to plug in for sure to stay in the chamber.
Okay.
And make sure we can kind of get some classes going or see if I can help in the chamber in any sort of way, obviously.
Yeah.
Still, I'm going to be a member no matter what. And if I can help them in any way, if anybody watching this wants to help me in this mission, Let's
do it. I'm going to help you by servicing all the Hispanic men, like you mentioned earlier. You said you were needing people to be serviced, and I can do that for you, okay? I can do that for you, absolutely. Okay. And I speak both languages, okay, just so you know. And so, I do know. You know what, but I guess so as far as being on the chair or whatever, is that not like a permanent thing? Do you guys get voted out and everything?
No, well, see, what we have at the board, you can serve up to 2 3-year terms.
Oh, kind of like being the president.
Correct. Okay. So I'm on my my second 3-year term, and I'm wrapping up with it by being president. So I'll be past chair for a year.
Okay.
And then back to just being
right. And so I remember you saying that you were the president for like 5 minutes. Yes. Okay. So why the decision not to just remain president? I mean, was it just kind of like an interim thing, or like what was that all about?
To be honest, I like real estate a little bit more. In the sense of right now, I like the freedom of it.
Okay.
And who we've hired, which is Andrea Kozar again.
Okay.
She knocks out.
She's
of the
a
park.
beast.
She is amazing.
Yeah,
she's absolutely amazing. And
yeah,
I know her and working with the board and the chamber
for sure.
With Eric Terrazas and Dietrich and Third Kill, they're gonna just kill it. I think it's gonna be awesome. But I do like it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I was talking to Alfred the other day.
Yeah,
and he asked me, and he goes, "No, I know you like real estate a lot right now." I said, "Yeah, I like it a lot."
Right.
Maybe down the road, if I've got a team built up and I've got all that knocking out,
yeah,
maybe I'll look at it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And give it a run then. But no, I do love chamber work. It's a whole different life.
Okay.
It's really different completely than anything. And
right.
the more I get into it, the more I love it.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because people don't know. They're like, like I can tell you, if I really told you all the things I did, you'd be like, how do you even have time for all that stuff? It's too many volunteering things.
Well,
But my wife has told me that I need to say no to a few things now.
Yeah.
She goes, "No more. You're good.
I got you.
got enough."
Do you find it affecting your relationship a lot?
No, she's very supportive.
Is she?
She's very supportive.
Okay, yes. So she's not going to come beat my ass for all those jokes I was saying earlier?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, don't do it. Okay. Don't you do it.
No, she also volunteers now.
Yeah.
Which I thought was awesome. She volunteers at the Humane Society.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. I have a question. You get into it as much as you want to, but every time I think of like Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, or if I think of City Council, I always think of like politics. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Okay. So with politics comes a lot of like juicy stuff behind the scenes.
Sure.
Have you ever seen some things behind the scenes that just you were absolutely appalled about, and you were like, "Oh my God, this is just such an embarrassment to our city," that you can just share with us?
Yeah, to be 100% honest, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm 100% honest. I wouldn't lie to you on that. I haven't seen anything. I also like to kind of stay behind the scenes, as I've told you. Kind of like make things happen.
I'm not buying it. He's yeah. Look at him. He's media trained.
Promise. No. Yeah. 100% honest. I promise. Haven't seen anything. Okay. She go, what the crap? No.
Yeah.
No.
You like two men sleeping with each other? You never seen that?
No. Never seen that.
Like like in the movies, it always happens. Like you walk into the office, you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I got high enough into the ranks, that would totally be me. All right. You guys would see me spread eagle on every single desk in the city. I don't care. At least I admit it. You know what I mean?
Well, just like you said, you would be if you got on Frankie J, right?
Well, no. I see Frankie J. That's not gay. That's really not no gay shit.
No, I'm saying you'd be so.
Oh, you
proud.
mean like? Oh, yes. No, yes, absolutely. Everybody would have to be picking my fruit out if Frankie J came on. Yes, absolutely. I would walk around with my titties out like this for a week. All right, you couldn't tell me shit. All right. You know what, gosh? Okay, so you mentioned that your role is ending pretty soon. Yes, what is your ultimate goal I guess, in terms of you being a chair on the Waco or the Hispanic Chamber City of Commerce?
Well, see,
if I said that right, Hispanic Chamber of
Cen-Tex
Commerce.
Hispanic Chamber of
Cen-Tex
Commerce.
Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, yes. I've given it all these different names.
Well, the next is actually going to be with TAMAC, which is the Texas Association of Mexican American Chambers of Commerce. So I'm kind of working into getting into the executive committee there.
Right.
So it would be leading the statewide Chamber of Commerce for all Texas Hispanic chambers.
Okay.
So that's the next goal, and from there, I don't know.
Would you guys help like Mexican Americans get like papers and all that? Is that part of it?
That's always some of the thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because the thing, when it gets to that level, you've got people that are in TAMAC that go actually speak in DC.
Okay.
And for all these things, for all the dreamers.
Right.
Lots of that. If
you provide that service, you become an opposition to me because it's my dream to give somebody papers.
See?
Okay, Jonathan?
Okay.
So, yeah, I would definitely tread lightly on that territory, okay?
I'll
you
tell
keep
them.
your political jargon to yourself, damn it, all right? It's my job to get these men their papers, all right?
Okay.
One Mexican man at a time. Do you find yourself being a role model for the Hispanics here in the city?
I don't know. I would hope that people from seeing, again, like I've told you, I didn't see myself as a leader. Somebody thought so, that if they can see me, say, oh well, shoot, if Jonathan can do it, heck yeah, I can do it. Because again, I'm nobody special. I want people to be believed in. Somebody plant that seed. Hey, here you go, and just watch that tree grow.
Okay, got you.
I think it's amazing. I think that's what we.
There's a lot of like counseling come with that position. It sounds like kind of like to boost your mentality to be like, no, you're not shit. Like we got you. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
No.
yeah.
No.
Because a lot of people harbor self-doubt.
Correct.
And so it sounds like you guys are really there to just kind of help them give them that little boost.
Correct. We've got a really great board.
Yeah.
We got a really great board. I can't complain.
Are any of them hot and single for me?
I don't think any of them are single.
I can't wait to get caught up in some political sex scandal. You know what I mean? Where like maybe I'm the city councilman and then I got caught sleeping with some man and then... Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, I think that would be so lit for me. Could you imagine? I'd be like the Monica Lewinsky of Waco.
No, because you're the city council person, see?
Oh.
The wrong way. You'd have the Monica Lewinsky on the other side.
No.
I remember as a president. See?
Oh, okay, but what if I slept with somebody that was in the city council and the Cen-Tex? That's not even the same thing, right?
No.
I got it fucked up. Okay,
Two
my bad.
different things,
All right, but anyway, you get where I'm saying with this,
Correct.
right? Okay.
Correct. No, so I don't live in the city, so I couldn't be on city council.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, I've been approached about it too. I'm just I don't live in the city.
I don't know why I associated the two with the same, but what I'm saying is what's next for my career as far as the public affair goes and exposure is that I need to be caught up in one of those like political scandals. I do. And I know that there's shit you're just not sharing with us, Jonathan. I know that.
Promise.
Okay.
Promise.
Listen,
100%.
he gets to see everything. He has all the tea.
I got the videos.
That's why he wanted sweet tea from McAllister's. Shut up, McAllister's. No, like it just always happens like that show Scandal. Anyway, okay, so you know what? You do this, but you're also a realtor in town.
Correct.
Okay. There's a ton of realtors in town. Okay. And it seems like that's the most sought after job at this point in time. Correct. Because the market is just so all over the place and everything. How do you find the time to juggle between being in the Cen-Tex Hispanic Chamber of Commerce as a chairman and then be a realtor at the same time?
It's been fun. It's been entertaining. Like today, like I said, I've been out since 8 showing.
Yes.
And then make sure to schedule you in.
Yes, thank you for scheduling me in.
And I didn't cancel. I didn't want to get throat punched.
Okay, yeah, you were going to get throat punched. All right.
And
I was working on leaking my sex tape, but go ahead.
That explains why you took so long to open the door. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Okay.
No, so my like as you can tell, my passion is helping the Hispanic community.
Yes, for sure.
100% mean it. It's
okay.
So I've got hours that I'm obviously not knocking any realtors.
Right.
Everybody reaches a certain level and they want to stay 8 to 5.
Yes.
Well, most of my clients usually are after 6.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
I've shown houses as late as 9 or ending at 9. And because I want to be their schedule. They work out of town, they get home by 7.
For sure.
I want to take a shower.
For sure.
Okay, let's go check the house out.
Right.
So seeing that and then seeing the joy is one of my favorite things. I can tell you, one of my clients, Julio and Roxy.
Oh yeah,
this is one of my favorite stories.
Okay,
because we had been searching for a house about a month and a half.
For sure.
They got beat out on 2 offers they put in.
Yes.
So this third one, worked with my friend Caitlin. Shout out to Caitlin, she's pretty awesome.
Okay.
So we find the house, we go look through it. They didn't take the kids. It was a surprise. So we go, they love it, put an offer, it's under contract, we're good to go.
Hell yeah.
So we took them on a showing right at the end.
Yeah.
And so they shared their stories like, we asked the kids what they want for Christmas, right?
Right.
So I told us, no, they wanted a 2-story house with big windows and this and that. But the big thing is they wanted a playground.
Okay.
Little did they know the house we got had a playground.
Oh, wow.
And this was after we did it.
Yes. Won't he do it?
So we get there, right?
Yes.
And, we're doing the walkthrough. The kids are just, oh, this is beautiful, top to bottom.
Yeah.
We open the door, the back door. They're just looking in the backyard, and then they catch a glimpse of it. Dude, they left like a $3,000 playground. So it had solar panels.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome.
Solar panels.
Everything.
Wow.
It was
dang.
awesome.
Okay.
And then so the kids just run.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then this is my favorite moment. Julio, he just looks at me.
Yeah.
And that's all he does.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what that means.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God, I can't cry for him, because that's one of those moments. That's what I love doing. Right. I love getting to that point.
They found their dream home because of you.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we had a closing 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Same thing. I was kind of just doing the final walkthrough with them, and then I was talking to the client's wife.
Yeah.
And she goes, and I said, so what the kids think? Because they also held it from away from the kids.
For sure.
Except for one of them got to see it. And she goes, well, this is the one he loved. This is the one he fell in love with.
Yeah.
So those moments to me are so special.
For sure.
Helping the Hispanic clients. There's one client that I had. They had limited themselves so small. They were looking for a house that was about $150,000.
Right.
I told them, so look, believe in yourself. You've got good credit. They fell in love with a house that was like 200 and something like that. I was like, we'll never afford it. I said, look, let's apply.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Under contract. At the end, they just couldn't believe it.
Oh, wow.
They had set themselves so short.
Yeah.
Because they'd gone to the banks and they'd get rejected.
Right, for sure.
So shout out to Elsa Tyndall and her team at Wallach and Volk. She's one of the ones. She big time believer.
Yeah.
She's always.
Did you hear that pop? Oh my God. We just had this really big pop. I know that I'm very I'm showing a lot of skin, Jonathan. Okay, but you don't have to get too turned on. Okay.
That's what it is.
Did your dad make you pop?
Just it was Muse.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have that effect on men, Jonathan, especially when they're talking about making other men's dreams come true.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Elsa and her team.
Yeah, Elsa and her team.
Yeah.
I mean, I had them apply with
for sure.
And then it was awesome.
Yeah. No, I definitely know that, I work with David.
Or actually, no, they'd already applied. I told them to apply for more because they'd given them a small one.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I worked with David Santabanez, who's my realtor, my friend, my sponsor, and we were looking for a house. I think it was last year, and I've told this story before, but he always says you're just gonna know which one you want. Yep. And I remember there was 2 houses. There was one in North Waco and one in South Waco. Yeah. And the one in North Waco, it was me, it was cute and blue and shit like that. I was like, yeah, this is cute. You know what I mean? Yes, I can see myself. But then there was that one house, and bitch, if you live on James, fuck you. But they outbid me. Yeah. But anyway, it was crazy because it was on the market, and then I waited too long, so I couldn't apply. And then he said, hey, it's back on. I was like, let's go. Yeah. And I was like, David, I'll sleep with anybody. I don't care. Yeah. You know me, I'm not above laying on my back and spreading these legs to get what I need to go to in life. Okay. And it didn't work. Not because my box wasn't good. I'm just saying. But you know what? I remember telling him, you know what, that house though, when he was showing it to me, I was like, it was something just like, yes, this is it. There was a feeling, you know what I mean? I was like, Dave, this is it. This is the side piece entrance. This is my entrance. This is everything I've ever wanted, And so I totally get that. Do you feel like your position as the Cen-Tex Hispanic Chamber of Commerce chairman, or whatever, do you feel like that helps you as a realtor?
No, because I try to separate it in a sense. Because I want it to be that.
Yeah, I got you.
See me at the chair. I'll have my little balloon on.
Oh, yeah,
my balloon everywhere I go. But when it's chairman, I don't really talk much about real estate. I want to talk about the chamber.
You separate the two.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't want to use that position to my gain.
Right.
If later on down the road it comes in, hey, good.
Yeah,
you want to support me doing volunteer stuff? Good.
Yeah,
let's do it. But
I feel you.
My chairmanship, of the board, I feel that's the biggest thing.
Right.
Meeting the needs of the businesses, the small businesses.
For sure.
So
I feel the same way about my 9 to 5. I don't really promote where I work, because it's just, I really want everybody to know me as the public affair.
Correct.
Love my job. It's great. They really cater to my schedule for this show, but that's just not who I am.
Yeah, and if anybody saw the picture of us at Waco Eatery, that's why he had that awkward pose.
I did do that, right?
Yeah,
I just wanted to come. Listen, there's people who know where I work. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people, like, they even tell me, like, why have you not quit and done this full time? My answer to that, honestly, I could. I could, but there's no reason to. Yeah. There's no reason to. It's a good job. You know what I mean? They really cater to my schedule. Like, I'm good. Yeah. You know, life is dandy. You know what I mean? But, one of these days I'm going to need that leak sex tape. But anyway, but no, there are people who know where I work. It's just like, I wanted to, just,
sure.
But it was a good post of me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And whoever that guy was, he was hot. What was his name again?
Angelo.
Yeah.
He just won the school board.
Oh, he did, didn't he? I forgot what he was doing. But yeah.
He had the really big, tall signs of him standing up.
He was big and tall, all right. That's for sure. I mean, I didn't vote or anything, but yeah, he was big and tall. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Oh gosh, we do have to wrap up here, Jonathan. Here in a minute. I'm a little. Anyway, what are some goals for you? Like, what's next for you?
Next thing, just continuing the mission.
For sure.
Continuing the mission. Yeah.
Do you have time for personal hobbies, like with the family and stuff?
Because I lead worship at church. That's kind of where.
That's. Oh, you are a worship leader, huh?
Yes.
Can we just dive into that just a little bit? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. What's that like?
So it's really fun.
I know he's got the tea now because there's this. Yeah. Catholics.
Oh my God.
Catholics.
No.
Oh, okay.
Why do you gotta assume that's messed up, man?
No, well, because it's always the Catholics. I'm Catholic, and I'm gonna say it's always us Catholics with the bullshit. All right? Yes, it is.
No, yeah.
That priest I slept with was Catholic. But anyway, go ahead. He was and I am too. We bullshitting, all right?
It was during confession. That's messed up, dude.
I wish it was during confession. No. It wasn't.
Okay.
But he confessed to me when he lied to me. Yeah, for sure.
Oh no!
You know us Catholics. Anyway, go ahead. I am Catholic, but go ahead. No, anyway, as you were saying.
No. It's fun.
Yeah.
So I play guitar, electric guitar,
cool.
and a little bit of piano.
For sure.
My wife sings, and my oldest daughter. She told me not to talk about her, but I'm talking about her.
Okay.
She plays the drums at church, and so I'm super proud of her. Second year in a row where she wins percussionist of the year at school.
Good for her.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool, so
I had a percussionist on this show. Mm-hmm. Adrian Rodriguez, what's up? Episode 4. Yes, love him.
Yep. And then my brother plays bass normally, but he's playing another guitar now too.
Right.
And then we have another bass player, so it's pretty fun. So
you guys are really involved.
Yes.
Jonathan, I don't want your peers watching this show talking about what were you doing on that disgusting show. That man was out there showing legs, talking about sex tapes. All right.
It's all good.
Okay, come here. Yeah, all right. That's. I don't. You know what? I've had one other episode where I was like shunned for my language. You know what I mean? Like his mouth is disgusting. Yeah, you should have seen what was in it. So
there you go.
No, but I mean, so as far as like leading the church group and being a part of that family and everything, I mean, it's probably something that you really like admire.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and I would assume that they're not judgmental.
No.
So like they will watch and share this episode and be like, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, let's do that.
Are any of them single?
No.
Oh.
No, not the ones that I know.
I feel like I need a church man for sure.
Church man? Okay.
I do. I feel like I need a church man. So if somebody at your church, if you could just tell them, hey, that guy is single, just kind of put me out there. But just let them know that leaked sex tapes will be involved at this point.
Oh my God.
Gosh, Jonathan, thank you so much for coming on to the Public Affair. You know what? And I have to just say this too. As much as like, you were saying, Andrew, I'm not really nobody. I'm kind of boring. I'm this and that. You know what I really appreciate about you? You're not a prude. You sat here and took all the jokes. You know what I mean? Jonathan has watched like every single episode of The Public Affair. He's been a huge fan of the show ever since he's watched it. You've told me time and time again. And that's why I knew I could have you on the show, because obviously you're a young Latino man with a lot of accomplished. You know what I mean? And you have a right to speak up for yourself and like, really not like flaunt it. I'm just blabbing at this point. But you know what I mean? You've accomplished a lot in your life. And you by any means are not that type of person that's just like, oh, I can't talk about that. You know what I mean? You say, Andrew, you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I fucks with that. So thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. And are you sure there's not anything leaking of you that we need to be worried about?
No.
Because if there is, I'll keep it between us.
No. No.
Yes. Yeah. Jonathan, thank you so much for coming on to this episode of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate you coming on. Is there anything that you want to leave us with?
Well, another hat I wear is for the Esperanza Committee for the Heart of Texas Fair and Rodeo. Just be ready. They just gave out $250,000 worth of scholarships the other night. So anytime you support the fair and anything, you're supporting education.
You know what? Can you and I get together about me giving away some tickets?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
That'd be awesome. Okay.
Because I used to do that when I was on the radio, but that's
Perfect.
not a thing anymore. And you know what? I did give away fair tickets last year, but I bought them with my own money.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
let's partner. We're going to talk about that. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
You do too much. You do too much. You need to go home. You need to go on vacation. You need to go on a beach vacation, just you and the wife, boobs out and everything.
My girls said we're going to Destin, so
That's
what
it.
we're gonna do next.
Is it 2 kids? You have 2 kids? Boy and a girl?
2 girls.
2 girls.
Two girls, yeah.
You trying for more? Or
No, I think we're good.
why don't you go try in Destin?
No.
At the beach. Hello, it'll be hot.
No. I think we've gotten past that point.
Yeah.
We're kind of like, I don't want to start over again.
You're right, yeah. Because I'm trying to have a kid too, but God willing, it'll happen one day. Anyway, if God wants me to get pregnant, I'll get pregnant, Jonathan. Until then, I'm just going to have to keep trying, okay? Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Public Affair, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my very, very special guest, Jonathan Olvera. Not Ochoa, Olvera. Okay?
Yes,
Thank you so much for coming on to this episode. Before we go, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to you by Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez. Located at 3304 Franklin Drive, they offer team, small group, and individual skills training. They also offer elite skills training to make your kid a superb star athlete, darling. Open play is on Mondays and Wednesdays for ages 16 and older at 8:30 p.m. with Mauro Maldonado, who it's his birthday today. Happy shout as of the recording of this episode. It's his birthday, so happy birthday to him. We're about to go eat at Ichiban. Only $5 to play. Follow on Facebook at Soko Soccer Academy and on Instagram at Soko Soccer 254. Happy birthday, silly buns. Dominic and Ariana Gutierrez, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Fair. And they just let their daughter on my show. Yes, 2 episodes, episode 99 out now. Yes, darling. Of course, the Pollo Box and Audio, my boy Jeffrey Monreal, who focuses on home for all your LED needs and auto accessories, installation, stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and much more, darling. He's definitely a jack of all trade and your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. My boy Jeffrey over there killing it with Pollo Box and Audio. He best decision he ever made was to go full-time. Congratulations to all your successes, Jeffrey Monreal. Thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair. And of course, to my boy Junior Banda with Fat Boy Michelada y Botana, who provides the best michelada and botana plates for yourself or for a party. He has a menu of tons of different items, including botana balls, chamoy, pickles, and more that I just absolutely love rolling around. And he's locally operated, so make sure you get the best and not the rest. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Fat Boy Michelada y Botana and place your order now. To my boy Junior Banda, who's been a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair, thank you so much. To everybody who tuned in, thank you guys again so much. My leaked sex tape is coming soon, and the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is going to help me leak it. Okay? Yes, you are. Okay? You want to do something for The Public Affair, you're going to do this. No, they're not. They're not going to do that. Stop. He doesn't want to get fired. And don't forget, darling, to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.